Howdy everyone, and welcome back to the Lunar Geeks Out channel, and I'm a day late with this because I didn't really have a chance to film, and I'm going to be a couple days late probably with the reaction I was going to film, the new Electric Cowboy track, I think it was. I ended up not being at home yesterday. I was in the nearby big city, ended up getting this, which is what we're unboxing today. But a few complications happened. I'm going to get it done though, hopefully. The reaction will be filmed today. I have some schoolwork I need to finish up, so I'm not sure. But we'll see how it goes. But anyways, I don't want to ramble on too much. We are unboxing Girls by aespa, which, let me look at what it says on here, is their second mini album. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. The title track of this I'll rant about in a bit. Perhaps the best K-pop song I have ever heard, so I'm very excited to finally have my hands on a copy of this one. But yeah, let's just hop into it. So, we're bringing out the good old, what is this one? A Mark IV bayonet? It says on here somewhere. Yeah, US M4 bayonet. I don't know if it's original or not, but hey, it's very trusty, very trusty. This one, and I bring out the K-bar very often. This is what I've been using as of late, so it's what we're bringing out. Now, let's see what the best spot to cut on here is. It's probably right here. There's a little spot right at the corner. Yes, that goes right in. So hopefully that's all we need with the knife. Let me move that over there, get it out of the way as well. Yeah, this is the part of the unboxing that doesn't look as good because of how I have to really set up the camera just for my own ease of filming. But there, that came off pretty easily this time. So let's just ball that up and just toss it. I'll pick it up later. I will forget to pick it up for a while, I'm sure. But this is quite nice. It's very hard to see. I might have to put in some B-roll footage. I probably will. I actually don't know if I'll be able to get any that'll work, but there's what seems to be like a logo saying aespa right behind them. Very metal looking actually, which I quite like. I love that sort of spiky lettering. But it's you wouldn't notice it at all if it wasn't the fact that the edges are raised up slightly. So that's very cool. I love like the album title on here. Got a very almost very science fiction-y kind of thing. Gives me some sort of not synthwave vibes, but a similar genre to that. Something in those lines, because I listen to a lot of electronic stuff, and there's some genre that's giving me vibes, but I can't quite place it. But I'll just talk about the cover real quick. It's very nice. You've got, of course, the group name, and then track listing, and then, of course, album title, and then down here, you've got all the members. It's quite nice. There's a quote on the bottom. To face a peaceful day inside the flat, we laugh and laugh together with my friends. Now I'm more curious about the future together with Navis. Eventually you'll probably meet Navis on the real My World. I haven't the slightest idea what that means. I can't remember what song it's from either. I'm pretty sure it's from one of the songs on this that I'm drawing a blank. But it sounds cool, I guess. Back is quite nice. You've got all the members, what their weapon is or whatever. Very good sort of video game theme going on here. I quite like it. So let's open it up and see what we got. It immediately opens up to a bunch of stuff right here. So let's just... This is fighting against me. Let's take a look at what all we got here. I guess we'll start off with all this stuff. Looks like we got a couple posters. So, let's see. We got one of... That's Giselle, I think. If I'm wrong on any of this, I will edit it on screen. I'm not too familiar with the members, but quite a nice poster here. Not showing up all that well on camera just because of lighting, and really the material is not very good for showing up on camera. But that's a quite nice poster right there. We have... Ooh, this is nice. It's like a lyric sheet and everything, but it almost looks like some sort of almost old like instruction sheet, which is quite nice and sort of fits with the video game feel of this. It looks like it would be an instruction sheet in like a video game or something. That's very cool actually. This is perhaps the best lyric sheet I've seen in any album, let alone a K-pop album. So that's quite nice. And we have one more poster. And it's the full group. That's nice right there. That's nice right there. Now, I'm gonna need to cut real quick because I have a couple poster frames, and I need to see if these actually fit, because if these fit into the frames, oh, that's gonna save so much time. So, cut. Hopefully I edited that right. Anyways, I got the poster frame. I think this is a bit too small. But let's give it a shot real quick. Well, we're doing the good old rambling unboxing today. Oh, look how close that is. Oh, this is just painful. I'm sure there's a size out there that'll fit that. Yeah, I'll just set that aside. That's frustrating. That won't stay propped up. That's frustrating right there. Anyways, Photocards, these are sticking together. So this one is, winter. Going off of the back saying winter is coming. So I would assume that's right there. That's quite nice. This one is Karina, I do believe. And this one is also Karina. And it's got a fancy back. Actually, let me show the backs of these as well, because they've got little messages from them. I might have to put in some B-roll footage. We'll see, we'll see. Anyways, that's that. So let's see if there's anything else hidden away in here. We've got little sticker sheet thing. That's cool, that's cool. Yeah, that's very cool. What else we got in here? Of course, you've got the CD that we need to talk about. Ooh, this is cool. It folds out. But yeah, let's take a look at this CD. Very simple artwork on it. It's just the border, album title, group logo, everything like that. But it's quite nice. Fits that sort of science fiction-y video game aesthetic and everything. I quite like that. And let's get that back in there. And just real quick, make sure there's nothing else hidden away in here. No, just looks like it's just, you know, a solid photo book. These are oftentimes the least exciting part of this for me. They're always nice, but like, you know, the little cards and the posters and everything, that's the fun stuff to talk about, because it's these little trinkets, you know? Who doesn't love a good little trinket? But anyways, very good album. Certainly not as much stuff I've seen with some albums, but for a cheaper price, this one was right at like 25, I think. And I mean, you compare that to like Blackpink's new album, which is $50, which that's just too much money. I like Blackpink, and that's too much. I cannot justify $50 for 8 tracks, no matter how much bonus stuff comes with it. Though the member versions of the album are cheaper, are more comparable to this. So maybe I'll go for one of those when I buy the album. Probably Lisa or Rosé. But that's a rant for another day. I'll probably go on a whole rant about that next time I react to Blackpink. But anyways, there's certainly less stuff than I've seen with some, but, you know, for a cheaper price point and everything, I can't complain. And certainly I think I got a better deal with this than I would have with one of the smaller, you know, standard CD-sized ones, which were $15, I think, which is actually a very good price for any album, really, and any standard CD. That's about the max I like to pay for those things outside of very special albums to me. So a very good deal on those as well. But, you know, on this, it's a good price for some very good music, some nice stuff within it. You know, I got 2 posters, 3 photo cards. That's a good deal right there. That's a good deal right there. So yeah, very good. Just as far as the physical stuff goes, this is quite nice. I was torn between this cover, which I think is the one that you see like on the digital album, just, you know, of course, the square version, and the one where it's more like a group photo of them, and I just posted in a group chat I'm in on Instagram, like, guys, which one should I go for? And they sent me to this one. Hey, I didn't have to make the decision. But, yeah, I should talk about the music real quick. I haven't heard the entire album off of this. I've heard Girls and Illusion, and I've also heard Black Mamba, which is one of the 3 like digital exclusive tracks, digital bonus tracks, whatever the proper phrasing would be there. But this is some of the best some of the most exciting K-pop I've heard in a long time. Like, listening to the stuff from them that I've heard, I have not felt this excited about the genre since when I first discovered it, which is just amazing. Like, they're not my favorite right now. Right now, it's really a tie between Mamamoo and Dreamcatcher. But, man, it's some exciting stuff. Girls, especially, it's Time to Ramble. Easily the best K-pop song I've ever heard. Like, it's not so much a traditional K-pop song. Like, when I think K-pop, I think more Blackpink or, even Twice. But Blackpink are probably, like, the most stereotypical K-pop kind of group I can think of. Girls is not that. And, well, on the whole, I find myself preferring the stuff that's more in the vein of, say, Mamamoo or Twice or, Blackpink or whatever, that is, you know, I'm a metalhead, so it's nice to have that variety with getting some stuff that's very different, instead of, oh yeah, you listen to Dreamcatcher, they bring in the electric guitar or whatever. I love Dreamcatcher, but it is nice to have the stuff that is very different from what I mostly listen to. Girls is not that. That is perhaps the most metal K-pop song I've ever heard, and, like, that's including Dreamcatcher's stuff. Like, I mean, Endless Night and Tension are 100% metal songs. I will stand by that. But, Girls is, it's metal as hell, alright? So, right off the bat, you've got that electric guitar that comes in at that one point, and it's some heavy stuff. There's a synth line in there. I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head, and it's something along the lines of dun 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 dun. Horrible representation. It's getting into the video. I'm doing some fancy editing today. What makes me so excited about that? Straight up the synth line from The Offering by Sleep Token. Not quite, but I mean, this song is what would happen if Sleep Token wrote a K-pop song. It even has a breakdown. That one part of the song, this one part in the song. That's a breakdown! I will stand by that till the day I die. That is a breakdown right there. No one can convince me otherwise. And hearing that song for the first time, I was like, wait, what is happening here? This is insane. And, yeah, it just blew me away first time I heard it. And then Illusion, of course, certainly that, what's the lyric? Hold on, I gotta look in here to get the exact number. Where is it? You're so yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy, tummy, tummy. I think we can all agree that that's perhaps a little cringe. Hold on, let me put this back up for good display purposes. I think we can all agree that that's perhaps a cringe line. But, you know, it makes me laugh, so yeah, I can't hate on it. It's, you know, yeah, it's a little cheesy, it's kind of stupid, but it makes me laugh, so I can't hate on it. But aside from that, the song is very cool, especially in the later choruses where, you've got the more darker, not, it would be darker, the slightly deeper, almost more monotone vocals, and then you've got the other vocals sort of dancing around them. I love that right there, that's so cool. And just the song itself, very good vibe, very good vibe. I love the darker vibes in both of those. And then Black Mama, which is sadly not on this, is just, of the three I've heard off of this one, I mean, that's just a K-pop song, right? That one is not doing anything too crazy. It's really high quality, but, like, when you compared to these two, I'm probably not pointing at it, but compared to Girls and Illusion, Black Mama is just, it's a good K-pop song, but, what I've heard from them, including stuff off of their previous album, and I think I've heard a couple just standalone tracks, and I've heard Next Level, and then I think there's one other which is a standalone one, and I can't think of what it is, but, just everything I've heard from them is just very exciting. So yeah, very glad to have my hands on this one, which, has my favorite K-pop track on it, so that's quite nice. But as I finish this up, I do need to talk about one thing I dislike about this, not about the album itself, about the physical album, and it's not about any of the stuff included in it, Well, it sort of is. It's about the music included in it, because you have, I need to look at the track listing, you have 5 tracks: Girls, Illusion, Lingo, Life's Too Short, and I See You. And then you have a 6th track, Life's Too Short English version. And right off the bat, that's one about just my, I guess, pet peeves in general with K-pop, is having an album or an EP or a mini album, or, whatever terminology you want to use there, whatever be appropriate for whatever different release it is. You've got limited number of tracks, and then one of those tracks is just an English version of another track on there. That gets on my nerves so much, because I've already heard that song. I tend to prefer the Korean versions. The only song that I prefer the English version to the Korean version of is The Feels by Twice, and I think the lyrics flow a bit better, or not so much the lyrics, the vocals flow a bit better in the English. Might just be biased because that's the first way I heard it, but eating up one of the tracks with just an English version of a song we've already heard on the album just gets on my nerves a little bit. So yeah, if I could change one thing about this, get rid of the English version of Life's Too Short, have that be one of the digital exclusive tracks, and have one of the digital exclusive tracks take that place. I am biased towards Black Mamba, since that's the only one I've heard, but I'm sure the other 2 are phenomenal as well, so hey, I'd be happy with whatever one. It's 5 unique tracks, basically. We've got 6 tracks on here, have the 6th track be something else, and I won't have any complaints. But yeah, that, is really nothing more than, like I said, a pet peeve. I'm sure most folks really don't mind about that. That's just one of those, I guess, aspects of K-pop that I can't really get into, probably just because I am coming from metal, which is handled very differently from K-pop, as far as, how the music is, packaged in an album, how many tracks you have in an album, how they go together, bonus tracks, how those are handled, everything like that, and even how often things are released. Metal albums, metal bands tend to release things less often, but they tend to be very high quality. K-pop groups release things far more often, and I'm not going to say they're less, that they are a lesser quality, but I will say that sometimes it feels like it's just tracks thrown together. I'd love to see more things where it's things that really feel part of a unified whole, instead of just, oh yeah, here's just a release with like 5 or 6 different tracks on it that are just different songs. I don't know how this will be. I've definitely felt some consistency between the 3 tracks I've heard off of this one, at least in general style, a bit of a darker sound, maybe a hint of some sort of like metal attitude and everything, great electronics, so if the other stuff sort of flows in with those vibes, I definitely won't have any complaints about that. But anyways, my whole point with that rant is, K-pop and metal are handled very differently, and there's certain aspects of K-pop that I still just, don't fully like and haven't fully, I suppose, adjusted to, and that's one of those things. English versions of tracks, is just, I don't mind them either, but I wish they were like a digital bonus instead of something on the album itself. Or if they were on the album, they weren't eating up space from another track, like in this instance, or whatever. That it gets on my nerves a bit. Well, I will stop ranting about that. Very good stuff I've heard off this so far. I'm sure I won't have any hate for the English version of the track. I never do. I just kind of wish there was something else. I'm going on the rant again. But yeah, very fun unboxing this one. I wish the posters, I wish the poster frame was the right size for the posters. I will have to look into what size those are and see if I can get one, because I don't like, sticking holes in them to put them up on the wall or whatever. But anyways, yeah, I think that'll do it. This I'm gonna try to edit and get out tonight. Might be a reaction tomorrow. Who knows? If this goes out tomorrow, if it goes out the day after filming, there will definitely be a reaction tomorrow. If this goes out on Sunday when I'm filming it, no telling. Hopefully reaction tomorrow. But anyways, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. Unboxings happen every now and then, but mostly I'm reacting to music and reviewing it. Every now and then I put out an album review. Should have a new one in a couple months. Trying to think of the date. Probably just over a month from now I'll have a new one. I need to look into getting a lapel mic for that, but that's a rant for another day. I do a lot of music stuff here, so if you're interested in hearing me talk about more K-pop, if you're interested in hearing me talk about metal and other genres, I talk about other stuff sometimes, if it's reacted or if it's an artist in a different genre I follow and want to talk about. Anyways, I kind of lost my point. Subscribe if you want to see me rant about music some more. And there's links in the description to your Discord server, Instagram, Twitter. I've got a Spotify playlist of all songs I've reacted to. This isn't a reaction, but I'll shout that out. Linktree with other stuff. And yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. And until next time, I'll be seeing ya.